frankly about how I see the problems of the country. But look, that's politics. And I think,
JD Vance is new to being a politician.
I just worry that nobody in politics these days, they think about long-term problems. How do we solve the long-term challenges for the people of Ohio? That's what I want this campaign to be about. That's why I'm doing it.
The 37-year-old author grew up in Middletown, Ohio, just outside of Cincinnati. He's gained a national profile for his 2016 memoir, Hillbilly Elegy, becoming, as his campaign website describes it, a fixture on Fox News Channel, Newsmax, and other outlets. Now he's one of many Republicans running for an open Senate seat in next year's elections.
Is there a model of a senator? Is there someone you think a Republican senator is doing it right? That's the kind of senator I want to be?
Yeah, I think, when I look at the Senate, the person that I most want to emulate is Josh Hawley from Missouri. And the reason I say that is because Josh is looking at some of the big challenges that exist in our country, and he's thinking outside the box about how to solve them.
Looming large over this Republican race is former President Trump, the candidates jockeying to prove they're the most pro-Trump option in the race.
You were hesitant about President Trump at first. I was looking back almost exactly 5 years ago tomorrow. You said, quote, "I can't stomach Trump," talking to NPR, talking about voting third party. New York Times said you've made amends with the president and you went down there and talked to him. What was that conversation like? I know you've apologized or looked back and thought differently of the things you've said of the president.
Yeah, I mean, look, like a lot of Republicans, I was critical of Trump 5 years ago. I've been very publicly supportive of the president for the past several years, and I've been very open about the fact that I did change my mind. I thought that he did a good job for the American people, for the people of Ohio, and especially for the folks that I care a lot about, my friends and family back home. I have talked to the president. We've had a number of good conversations about the future of the country. I think that he's a patriot who actually cares about the future of the country. Interestingly, I don't think he'll get involved in the Ohio Senate race, at least not anytime soon. But I think he's going to let us Republicans fight it out, compete against each other, and see who's the best candidate. And I think that's the way it should be in a Republican primary.
On the issues, Vance says he would vote against the bipartisan infrastructure deal negotiated in part by the Ohio senator he's hoping to replace, Rob Portman. He supports strengthening the southern border. And how about masks in schools?
Kids should be able to go back to school. They should not have to wear masks. They should be able to see the faces of other children because COVID is not a threat to them. We have to stop with the constant fear porn about this virus and what it does to kids. It is a serious virus, but it really mostly affects people with pre-existing health conditions and our elderly folks. That means we should be protecting them. We should let our kids get back to having a normal life.
In fact, just this week, Ohio health officials have warned of an unexpected increase in COVID cases and respiratory illness in children thanks to the Delta variant. And when it comes to Vance's opponents...
Finally, just a lightning round. Just what do you think of the other candidates in this race? I'll say a name. You tell me what you think. Some of them have said some harsh things about you. Start Josh Mandel.
He's been in politics for a long time.
Jane Timken.
Very nice person.
Bernie Moreno.
Great guy. I know Bernie well.
Mike Gibbons.
Another great guy.
All right. Not taking the bait there. And then
Joe Toohey, Fox 8 News.